Hello, hello. It's your girl, Salil Moon. How you guys doing? Hope you survived the deep freeze. We did, but we're still kind of iced in. This is a personal no contact reading for SS who's looking for some insight on KP. Let's see. Where are we going? What's talking? Try to figure out what they are thinking. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Good, bad, otherwise. Strong or wrong. Twin flames. If you watch my channel at all, you know I don't talk about that too much because I don't completely understand it, but that says wonders right there. Let this one once out. Moving. Happiness. Oh, okay. Heart and knots. Gift of love, father figure. Admirer and healing. Okay, a bunch of stuff came out. Working. Hot sex, anger, appearances, up in the air. That's a lot. That's a lot. Let's see where we're gonna start. Usually I don't have that many cards flip up, so let's begin the begin. I don't always read oracle cards, whether they come out in reverse or not, but Twin Flames came out upright, but the rest of the first row. So you got Twin Flames, you got moving, happiness, heart and knots, gifts of love, I'm going to turn these around now just so I can see them. With this leading the pack, I have a feeling, my just initial feeling is the set runner chaser thing that Twin Flames are known to go through. That no contact period. SS, I'm guessing you're the chaser, they're the runner, run away. This one was in reverse and it says moving in together, getting a new home, going away. It was in reverse though, so we're going to get some clarification, but I feel like either you or them felt like every time you get close to this, it would stall out, or that maybe it was never going to actually go anywhere and get here. With happiness, fit well together, lasting commitment, deep connection, but immediately followed by heart knots, unsure about your partner, emotionally confused, mixed signals. I'm guessing this is KP. When a connection is really intense and you don't... Throat's closing up. Hold on. Let me rephrase. He's probably shutting down emotionally, or they. Sorry. He or they are probably shutting down emotionally because the intensity scared them. Because people that aren't used to experiencing and having to live in intense emotion, oh, they'll turn tail and run in a heartbeat. I'm going to get up and check my camera just because I've had some issues lately. Hold on. Make sure we're going. Alright, we're rolling. Nothing like doing a 30-minute reading and only realize your camera's off. Gifts of love. Again, this was another card that was in reverse. token of affection, giving and receiving, embracing what you have. Did they give you something that maybe you didn't interpret the right way, or have you wanted to give them something and you're stalling out, like you're not going forward with your initial thought to give? But sometimes, you know, my first thought coming here, you see this necklace? My first thought is maybe at one point you were expecting a bigger token of affection, maybe a commitment ring, an engagement ring, something more like that, and what you received was something different, or one of you has something for the other and you're holding on to it. You'd be surprised how many men are holding on to a commitment or engagement ring and their own fear of possible rejection or getting laughed at, or they're just their fear of commitment itself makes them not go through with it. Let's see if I'm feeling this deck. And my eyes went instantly over here. Alright, well, this may be all over the place. I hope you don't mind a long reading, because I have a feeling the cards are chatty, especially with this many, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm guessing with 12 cards coming out. You know, 12 has been on a thing today. I was watching Empress T444, and she was talking about 12s. Did something happen in December? Have y'all been together 12 years? I don't know. But this, with so much coming out, it feels like your connection is either deep or you guys have known each other for a very long time. Woo! Okay. Stabbed in the back. Separation comes out. Let's keep going here. Who's feeling stabbed in the back? Possibly you, but it feels more like happiness. Got the Phoenix. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. Heart and knots, karmic relationship. Oof. Axe. Break up, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Okay, this is probably flowing along with what you've been feeling here, but let's see what I get. One of you feels deceived. I can't tell which one. I can't tell which one. And I'm not actually sure how. Between the lines, look for what's hidden. At a crossroads, everything was blissful and happiness. Something hit. I don't know. Hold on. Let me. It's a lot coming in. Give me. Yeah. Oof. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Hold on a second. You guys probably can't hear me that well, because I didn't get all of my microphone system. Can you see my hand in front of here for just a second? Yeah, I was very eager actually to do this reading for you, that I couldn't get over here fast enough, despite the delay from the point in time you originally asked. Moving, and clarification comes out, separation. Again, I don't tend to read oracle cards in reverse, but this, it feels pertinent right here. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. Happiness and the Phoenix. New phase, rekindle, renew, transformation, growth, changed mind. So this was originally inverted. And then you got new phase, rekindle, renewed. Is it possible your person was going through a lot and that I'm just getting a feeling that maybe he thought your connection wouldn't fit into the new life or the life that he or they, forgive me if my pronouns are wrong, didn't fit into where they wanted to go with their life. Because that happens a lot of times, or especially if there's anyone in their intimately close friend circle or with their family or even with work. I feel like some of this has a little bit to do with work, but overall feeling that because this happiness, this fit well together. Upside down. Maybe between the intense emotions and what they were going through in their head, and I am getting a very strong feeling they were going through something and their head was full of thoughts that they never shared with you. Or when they did share, they shared on a surface level, which left you not really knowing the full story and confused about, frankly, what the hell was going on. Heart in knots, unsure about your partner, emotionally confused, mixed signals. Karmic relationship, fleeting triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go and loving. Either they thought someone else had caught your eye or someone caught their eye. See, strong connections. Like I said, I try not to talk about twin flames too much because I'm going to put this card over here. Because I don't understand it completely. So I don't like to speak on things I don't completely understand. But I take that as an intense connection. Those relationships get tested. Karmic relationships, they're often there to mirror back to us a lesson we need to learn, things about ourselves we need to change, improve, grow into, or grow out of. And they're to test the strength of what you already have. Are you going to pick up as soon as something that maybe looks better on the surface, maybe because, new things are often very passionate or whatever, just because it's new. And a lot of people get caught up in that. Like if there's a work flirtation or something, like I said, I keep getting this as work with him. That somebody at work or somebody in a circle is behind this separation. And then gifts of love, clarification, act, breakup, separation, stop the pattern, silent treatment, abandonment. Why get all the way down here with token of affections, giving and receiving, embracing what you have, and then give it the acts? Let me know in the comments, please, on this YouTube video if that's what happened. If your relationship was just going along and for a long time, and then poof. Because that's the feeling I'm getting just... Alright, we've got other stuff here. We've got admirer. Secret lover. Hidden interest in you. Revealing intentions. There's a pile of this stuff. I'm just going to pull it out as it feels relevant. We got hot sex, appearances, up in the air. But all of this, again, like I said, all of this came out inverted. The only thing that other ones that came out upright are healing and anger. The rest of this came out inverted. Disconnected, uncertain, projecting an image, all about the attraction, secret lover. I'm sorry. It's feeling like maybe your person, somebody else caught their eye. afraid, having fun, marriage, inspiration. Oh, I don't mean to laugh. But a lot of times with these karmic relationships, it's funny how I just laying this out. Appearances. I don't know what either of you look like. But I can't tell you the amount of times that I've watched someone ruin a good relationship to move on to someone that was younger, that physically looked better on their arm. You know, I had one where somebody literally, and the person let me know it was true, they literally left them for this younger, more conventionally, let me say that, conventionally attractive person because they just look better together. And it's shallow as hell. Yeah, it is shallow as fuck, but it happens. And the reason this, the music card, so many times people say things like, this person, oh, they just understand me. Everything's so passionate. They are my muse. Having fun. But then you've got marriage and afraid. Alright. Right there. If you keep hitting the reset button, anytime you get so far in a relationship, you never have to deal with the serious commitment that marriage is. And people that are commitment phobic will bounce around and play the victim. I don't know. Does someone have a temper? I kind of feel like this is you. You bounce back and forth with this. I don't know if you can see these. Healing. You bounce back and forth between trying to heal and being angry. Because if this person's ghosted you, you have every damn right to be angry. Because, I mean, I always tell people, you can tell me bye. There's nothing wrong with telling someone bye. It doesn't have to be long and drawn out. We've got email, we've got text, we've got voicemail, we've got 1,000 ways if you don't want to engage somebody face to face and make it uncomfortable and long and drawn out. I mean, it's still kind of a coward's way out if this is a long-standing relationship, but to say goodbye, but it's hard to heal and not give in to anger if someone just ghosted you, and especially if they didn't even give you a damn reason. The other two cards confuse me. It might make sense to you. You got working and father figure. Again, inverted. I don't know if this person doesn't make a good father figure or didn't want to get as serious enough to have kids. But this working, again, like I said, I keep feeling like this has to do with work. Work related, work something another. Work something another. Let's see if we can get some simple messages. It's like, okay, trying to figure out what is KP over there thinking about SS. What is KP over there thinking about SS? Woo! Okay, we had a big chunk fly out. I'm not going to take that. I'm going to take that as, well, it told me to shut up. I wish I could hold you tonight. I want to make it up to you. And the thought of you makes me smile inside. So this, I'm taking that as this person is missing you. I'm pausing because as soon as I touched the cards, I heard, damn, I screwed up. Actually, I heard, damn, I fucked up. They might not know how to fix it because they screwed this up. This is screwed up. This is undoubted. I'm so sorry, SS. Do they know they screwed this up? I want more, but I'm scared. I'm sorry for not contacting you. I never meant to hurt you. Blank. They're drawing a blank. How to fix this. Unfortunately, this means you might be left on standby for a long time. I'm going to throw this suggestion out in the middle of shuffling this other deck to see if I can dig into anything else for you. But there's 1,000 ways to wait. But don't put your life on hold. Frustrated in the relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage. This is fear something issues, fear issues, and jealousy. They might be, can't tell us use them, but this feels like them. Did they ever express anything? I would love to hear it. They ever express anything to you or act in ways where they thought maybe you were sneaking? They felt insecure. Because insecure people, their lack of self-confidence, they project it onto you. They read into every little thing you do in a negative way. Because this heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, the stab in the back card has confused me. As clarification for this, do they feel like they not enough? I don't feel like this is you, but it may be, but I'm not feeling it. Butterfly, that's the 2 cards that came out. Relationship evolving to the next phase. Healing the inner child. If you've triggered, there goes my throat again. Woo! Sorry, I just spilled. Yeah. Okay. They don't like me talking about this. I guess I hit a button with that inner child wounds. Yeah. If you triggered some past wounds with them or something that is not healed in them from their childhood, whether it be an abandonment issue or the fact that sometimes people realize they don't know what a healthy relationship looks like. And when they're faced with one, because it's not like the other examples they've seen of relationships that are quote unquote working, they run. They don't know what to do with it. I can't believe I spilled that everywhere. I don't know if you can hear my dog licking it up. That's wild. But yeah, as soon as I said healing the inner child, you triggered something in him. SS, you triggered something in KP that sent them running to the hills. I don't know if you could have said it's something as simple as a phrase. Like, well, if this is going somewhere, we need to let it go somewhere. And quit going in circles. And that could have triggered something in them that they heard their mom or dad say. Or something from their childhood or past relationship. And they emotionally shut down. They emotionally shut all the way the fuck down. Yeah. Can we get something on this inner child? Signs and meanings popped out. Love. Something on this inner child issue. Something wanted to pop out. Secret admirer. Again. That's twice. Got admirer here. Secret lover, admirer. Baby girl, I feel like maybe they had somebody on the side. Whole inner growth. Person needs to grow up. You can tell me if I'm completely off base and I'll re-pull for you. Heartbreak, shattered, romance, mask not showing, break up forever, romantic feelings in reverse. This person needs to grow up. I don't know if you saw things in them, like if you try to have a difficult adult conversation about something that may be emotional or that's important. I have a feeling this person has a habit of shutting down or wanting to avoid it or just trying to push it off on you, let you decide. You know, it sounds good on the surface when your life partner goes, you could go ahead and get any microwave you want. Cool. But not cool. They're putting the pressure on you of going out and price shopping, looking online, checking against the budget, seeing if it fits on the counter space, or if it'll fit in whatever nook, if it's wall mounted or whatever. And then those same people also tend to have, you go at one, you bring back one, well, I ain't know you was going to spend that much on it. But at the same time, they gave you the freedom to go do it, but once you do it, they didn't like it. And as someone that's dealt with that, and I don't want to project too much of my energy in here, because that triggered something in me. It's just like, that's why I asked you, just want to say, that's why I asked you to help me with it. We do it together so we can both have our input and stay on the same page. But I really feel like your person has a lot of growing up to do. Peace, friends, influence, single, not in a relationship, sex, good time. Yeah, I wish I had better news. I'm hoping I'm wrong. That's not something tarot card reader or I have to say. I'm hoping I'm wrong. But I am really getting the feeling. Hammer, sabotage. Self-sabotaging behavior is not uncommon, but it's very hurtful. Outdated thinking. Maybe if one of you reaches out, y'all can get together and talk over a cup of coffee. Maybe somewhere public so it's not so much. Or is that a thing you all used to do? This is not feeling like... Did y'all used to have coffee together? Or is there somebody you used to have coffee with? I don't know. I've made a mess of the table. Damn, if the hammer didn't come out again. So, hammer out of both decks. Date. Meeting someone new. Dating, getting back out there. Plan, set a date. I'm sorry. This really does seem like they stepped out on you, and that's probably part of the quiet. I'm trying to figure out what to do. I don't feel like I've done a whole lot to help you. Did get possibility of new love on the horizon for you. But this is the confession messages deck. See if I can tap into your person. Because I have a feeling. I can't say that they're completely miserable, but they knew they screwed up a good thing. And I don't think they like being alone. This one wants out. Seems like they're realizing that y'all are perfect together and y'all work well as a team, but shit, that's... And then we got sorry. Yeah, there's nothing like leaving something you've been in a while, you're stable because you're running from responsibility, your own inner demons or whatever, and then realizing how well you used to work with the past person. Because I don't know how old you are. I'm 48. But there was a movie with Roseanne Barr called She-Devil back in the 80s. It was one of my favorite movies to watch. And she says a quote in there that's never left me. And it says, "The man that burns so hot for a mistress cools off quickly once that mistress starts acting like a wife." And all that new, how we saw this hot passion and all of this stuff down in here, all this hot passionate stuff, that's great. Until you realize that person can't help you think your way out of a wet paper bag. That they're good for hot sex, they're good for photos at company events or whatever. People might tell them that they're lucky to have this person in public, but that's shallow. That's the end of it. Because what you guys had, it looks like you had more of a foundation. You know, y'all could talk your way through how to go through a plumbing issue, or if you're gonna what's gonna get fixed on the car next, or if he was facing a difficult decision in his work or personal life, he could come to you for counsel and insight. He ain't getting that. Sorry, I was holding up the wrong card. He ain't getting that. He's realizing y'all could have overcome anything together. Now he's sorry. I'm sorry for the pain I caused. I'm sorry I wasn't there when you needed me the most. I wanted to be there to comfort you, but I was afraid of letting you down. That's that damn insecurity again, which we've seen several times in this. Like I said, this person really is giving me the vibes. And sorry if I sound like a little pissed. I'm a little pissed not only on your behalf. This person's kind of pissing me off because they're very immature. Parts of them aren't, but the emotional part, they're emotionally immature. And that's the part that's needed to sustain a relationship. Michael J. Fox said something great. When people asked how him and his wife stayed together, he said, keep the sex dirty and the fights clean. I think that says it all right there. You got to be able to talk to each other even when you're upset with each other, you're pissed off with each other, you're tired, and it's just whatever. Think somebody's realized. If I'm correct and they stepped out on you, they're not getting that. They go to this person and goes, damn, what am I going to do about this and this? I only have so much money or I only have so much time. And that person's like, I don't know, sliding a hand up their thigh. That don't help him out none with a broken car or work decision or how to help his parents out or what the hell ever. Again, like I said, my tone. That's one thing about being a medium, which is why I put this down. Channeling comes so easy, but it comes so intense. Other people's emotions roll over mine real heavy sometimes. Yep. Left true love for the girl with the snake. Empath and narcissist paradigm. Being charmed or used. Left unconditional love because of lack of self-love. Y'all had some oneness and passion and affections between you. But see, comfortable, healthy affections, don't get me wrong, it can absolutely be hot rolling around passionate, but sometimes it feels different. And I don't want to ever sound istic or ism. I don't want to sound sexist or misogynist. I don't want to do any of that. But a lot of times, especially as men age, instead of just saying, hey, let's run out to the sex store, let's get a spicy game, let's change up something, they just go look for something else. Instead of just turning around and look at you, it's like, I ain't feeling that attractive, or I'm feeling a little like we're in a rut. Instead of just talking to you about, they go out and get something else. And they ride off of the newness, but then they're lost. They over here feeling sorry and shit when the newness wear off. But whoever he snagged, taking them for a little bit of a tumble. I don't know if that's helped you at all. I'm going to clear this up. And I'm going to tap into you. And I'm going to see if I'm going to pull from Celestial Insights and see if I can get you something to help you get through this. But my overall advice is don't put your whole life on hold. You'll be surprised what happens once you start pouring all that time you were putting into maintaining a relationship that wasn't working the best, or helping out a person that was, like I said, I get the feeling emotionally immature at times, that they can be really draining on you. That if you start putting that that's funny. Well, I'll tell you about that in a second. I'm clearing this up. You got somebody else. I think you got somebody else that's going to roll up on you if you give them the chance to. But if you put all the time that you were devoting in this, pouring into someone that doesn't know how to accept love, is like trying to fill up a sieve. It's like trying to fill up a cup with holes in the bottom. You cannot pour into someone enough that you can't pour enough love into someone that doesn't love themselves. And I feel like that's what part of this is. We got something on there. Breakup, illusion, watching. Yeah, he watching you. Grieving your loss, feeling. Living only in dream, believing lies. Yeah, he got himself all twisted up in some shit somewhere else, I feel. And you know, third parties don't always have to be another person. Some people can be so in love with their work that they'll ignore everything else. But I have a feeling this is actually a person. I have a very strong feeling it's actually a person. And I'm sorry. For what it's worth, I'm sorry, because I know that kind of betrayal can hurt. Especially since I get the feeling, I don't know you. I've exchanged exactly, 5 messages with you. I have a feeling, even if it would have broken your heart, if he'd have just stepped up to you and said, let's back up and be friends. Let's tone this down. Or just told you to your face, I don't want to have contact with you anymore because I need space to figure me out. It might have hurt you, but you'd have told him okay. Instead, he disrespected you. That's what it is. That's what I'm feeling with you. You're not just heartbroken over losing him. Maybe that stab in the back is you. He has disrespected what you thought your relationship was by the way he acted. Maybe I finally got that. Maybe it's you that feels stabbed in the back because by acting the way he has is so damn disrespectful and for no damn reason. No damn reason whatsoever, because you can have a conversation with people. You don't have to treat them. You don't have to go ghost. You don't have to do that. It's unnecessary. I feel like once you see this, I may have hit some high notes or missed some low notes. Let me know if you want me to pull for you again after you've had some time to process this. But I see, this is what I was just cutting the deck. Because that popped up where it said new love. Let me get this out the way. And then I see soulmate everlasting. And then I saw divine intervention. Maybe this divine intervention is getting this person out your life. Or maybe once they come back to you, they'll have their shit together so y'all can rebuild. But this, I think this is new. I think somebody's maybe got something new. But that's going to be a while. Ooh, is my timing deck here? It's not. But let me get out of the love arena because you are a person that exists outside of any other relationship. The most important relationship you have is with yourself. I try to never lose sight in this. And I'm about to rename my channel to Cross Watcher Special because it's like I could barely feel you. And maybe that's why I set that over there. That's you. Rest of it was all the mess, all your counterpart. And I tend to, maybe it's my empathy level, but I tend to tap into the other side more than the collective. But I want to get you something to help you. Because you've got to be going through a difficult time of all difficult times. Trying to figure out how to process this. Because if I could tell anyone that's gone silent on somebody or mostly silent or ghost to disappear, the pain that causes. Because like I said, I feel like that's you. You just feel so damn disrespected that he just put a knife. Heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. Yeah, you didn't expect him to do you this way. Not in a million years, probably. Hope. Recognition. And Cupid Deep Challenge. I hope that ties into this new love, but let's see. For you, hope. Hope is like a light in the darkness. Have you been feeling discouraged? Remember that difficult times are temporary. Hold on to hope, and it will lead you towards brighter days. I can't remember. I think it was Dove Serpent Tarot. I'll have to give him a shout out and tag this. When he was doing Capricorn, which was my sign, he says, none of us want to make permanent life decisions when we're drowning in temporary intense emotions. He didn't say it exactly like that, but that stuck with me because I'm going through a divorce right now.
Tina, here's your reminder. Feed the dog.
And you hear my Alexa going on. But sometimes, going back and forth with lawyers, trying to find out where the next dollar is going to come from, this fee or that, and I would get overwhelmed. And then I'm sitting down trying to figure something else out. I'm like, Tina, today's not the day. You're overwhelmed and you're stressed out. But give yourself a day or two. Don't possibly screw your life up. Or just go off half-cocked because you didn't let yourself chill down. Let those temporary emotions pass. And as painful as this is, that pain is temporary. You will pour some time into yourself. Let yourself cry it out. Play sad songs. Hang out with your girlfriend. I picked up a new hobby. I decided to teach myself to bake. I am one hell of a cook, but I decided when my husband took off with his coworker of all things. Okay, that's funny. Maybe that's why I was getting so. This is like when I was feeling that I was getting so intense, but because I was like, shoot, you could have just told me. I could have been gone in 2012. But anyway. I just decided to bake. I picked up candle making. I started exercising again. I lost 50 pounds. Pour this energy into you. He didn't have enough of your time. And he wants you to chase him. Like I said, if y'all are really twin flames, he's getting his validation by you continually to text or to call or to whatever. Feeling like he still got you on the hook, feeds his ego. Meet his dead silence with your own. And this is recognition. You deserve to acknowledge your accomplishments. Have you been neglecting to celebrate your efforts? Take time to recognize your progress. No matter how small, it will fuel your growth. If you're depressed over this, congratulate yourself for getting out of bed and doing some daily shit. Washing and conditioning your hair, painting your fingernails, cooking a small meal, even if it's just some microwave rice with some diced up chicken instead of ordering DoorDash or whatever. And if you were in this person's shadow, like his career was always more important or his emotions were always more important, recognize yourself. Post more on social media. Not anything about him. Just go put a post out there and say, hey, I want to learn something new. You guys got any suggestions? Let people throw some comments in there. You might find like your next big hobby, your next big thing. You might even find a side hustle you like. Cupid Deep Challenge. Challenges in love are testing you. I'm sure you didn't need to hear that, but here it is. Are you facing difficulties in a relationship? Don't shy away. Facing these challenges head on will strengthen the bond, even if it's the bond with yourself. A lot of times, now I'm going to get on you a little bit, we lose our own identity in being a couple. And sometimes what's scariest when someone leaves us is because we have to figure out who the hell we are outside of that. So just a little advice. There we go. You are on the threshold of infinite possibilities. The universe is opening new paths for you. Break free from old limits and explore the unknown. The potential ahead is greater than you think. Now this makes me want to start a whole new reading for just you. I don't have time. I'm so backed up on personal readings and I got to do something for my channel. But if you're interested in any of this resonated with you at all, I'm glad to help. But I'm going to let this render and edit and everything and get this posted for you in a little bit. But I wish you the best of luck as you seem like a lovely person. Your energy is lovely. Once I found that, like, you notice my whole tone changed. Once I started focusing on you, you seem like just a lovely, loving person. And you deserve to have that reciprocated. And if someone doesn't want to give it to you, by God, give it to yourself. You know, people always confuse us spiritualists and think that we're not God-fearing or we don't think anything about religions. You know, I've actually studied lots of religions and stuff because I'm also a counselor. I want to be able to help people of all races, creeds, religions, nationalities, and stuff. So I ascribe to a little bit of all of it to a degree. But we all have a spirit. We all have a soul. So that's why this is my main thing. We all have emotions. We all have trials and tribulations and stuff. And that's a bridge that's crossed through everything universally, which is why I like spirituality. But yeah, take care of yourself, girl. Don't let him treat you like no bottom feeder. And don't treat yourself like one. Don't define your worth by someone's absence. If anything, the way he chose to behave shows you that he's not as great as you think. I'm not downplaying your feelings because I feel stabbed in the back and hurt as hell too, but yeah. This is your girl, Salil Moon. I hope this helps you have a better life in general and a marvelous day. Talk to you later.